Take one, we are rolling. This is crafting games, and I'm using a QGO HD Plus profile, and this is a hand tracking game. This is so cool. So Lizzie Borden is accused of axe murdering her parents. So we are going to investigate. To investigate, the person is rebuilding every house and details. Music is very cool. Crafting crime. So you investigate a crime.
Hi,
and you
I'm
craft.
and I'm a storyteller with a miniature twist. For years, I've been combining my passion for model making with my interest in true crime. From unsolved murders to infamous heists, I've recreated real-life crime scenes in miniature, layer by layer, object by object, to see if there are any hidden clues in the tiny details that might reveal a missing piece of the puzzle. Welcome to Crafting Crime. Today, you and I are going to recreate a scene from one of the most infamous unsolved murders in American history, the Lizzie Borden house. Fall River, Massachusetts, 1892. Andrew Borden is a wealthy businessman, owner of a bank, but famously tight with his money. His daughters Emma and Lizzie lost their mother when they were young. Andrew remarried Abby, a stepmother they never truly accepted and still called Mrs. Borden. Andrew helped Abby's family financially, which reportedly frustrated his daughters. Imagine your father helping his new in-laws while denying you certain comforts. A kind of thing that could easily create resentment, envy, and a strained household dynamic. Now that we have a better understanding of the household's tension atmosphere, we're going to construct the Borden family house
where we are going to be more active.
But before we get started, let's take a moment to set you up.
This is so cool.
When beginning a new case, I like to start with the floor plan. It's the literal foundation of a location and sometimes of a story. Researching the design and layout of the home was tricky because I had very limited visual references of the house at the time of the murder. Everything there, from wallpaper to furniture, was recreated based on a few surviving photographs of the house at the time of the murders, combined with 1890s style references. The scene of a crime can tell us a lot, especially if it's where the victim, and perhaps even the murderer, lived.
Dining room,
Let's start
entry,
with the downstairs.
pantry, kitchen, sitting room, main entry.
The house had 2 floors. We're going to focus on the downstairs first.
Is this the dining room? No? Dining room.
The dining room. The 2 daughters rarely ate with their father and stepmother.
Kitchen.
The kitchen. The cooking was done by the Borden's maid, Bridget Sullivan, an Irish immigrant they called Maggie. The parlor. In wealthy homes in 1892, the parlor would have been careful. This front entry was guests' first impression of the house. It seems like Andrew, Lizzie's father, wasn't a popular man in Fall River. In fact, on the morning of the murder, one of his workers... The pantry for storing food. A few days before the murders, the whole household had been violently ill. Andrew was so unpopular in Fall River that his wife Abby had feared poison. You might notice one room is missing.
Yes,
The heart of
sitting
the
room.
story.
Is it was a murder
The sitting
occurred?
room. This is where the first body was found. It's hard to picture it with just a blank space, right? Let's furnish it. On the hot morning of August 4th, at about 10:30 a.m., financial conflicts over money were already a source of tension. The daughters wanted to move to a more modern home, but despite their wealth, the house lacked. Unlike the parlor, the sitting room was a private space for the family. Time to paint in the blood, a gruesome but crucial part of scene reconstruction, as it tells us a lot about the crime. Amidst all that blood was a horrifying sight. Mr. Borden on the couch, brutally murdered, hacked to death with a sharp object. Later during the murder trials, prosecutors exhibited his skull. He'd been struck multiple times in the head with a hatchet. The brutality shocked the entire nation. But Andrew Borden wasn't the only murder at the house that day. Upstairs was another gruesome scene
I hope you
waiting to
enjoyed
be
it.
discovered.
See ya.